So, welcome back, everyone. It's your host, B, once again, and we're so glad you're here for the 2025 Outstanding Young Leaders Award ceremony. Before we dive into the program, I just want to give a quick overview of housekeeping notes so everyone understands the space and is comfortable. I wanted to make an amendment to my earlier note earlier about changing your name. This is a webinar format, so you don't have to do that. So, we're all set. So, null and void. Other as well, as you know, this webinar will be recorded and it will be posted on our website after the event. So stay tuned for that. As well as all attendees will be muted. If you do have a question, please feel free to pop it in the chat and Tanya will assist. And if not, you can also raise your hand if you're having any technical issues. On the bottom of your screen, you should be able to see the closed captioning if that helps you follow along better. You'll see it right at the bottom hand side. It should say CC, just in case you would like closed captioning for the ceremony. And at the end of the ceremony, we're hoping to really spread love in that OYL Padlet. So I'm going to emphasize that again. If there's a special shout out you have, please feel free to drop it in the Padlet so we can share with our young folks. So now that the housekeeping is in order, let's get to the show. So first, we'd like to do a community check-in. On the screen, you'll see a prompt. It's an open letter to a young person in foster care. So we would love if you could take the next 2 to 3 minutes to drop in the chat. What would be one thing you would say to a young person who's going through something similar that you are right now? It could be a word of advice, a reminder that they're not alone, a note of kindness, or even just some emojis. We would love to fire up that chat. So please, what would you say to someone else going through what you've gone through? Just drop it in the chat. And then hopefully, Tanya, you can share some of the items that we're receiving in the chat. I'm seeing my chat button go bing, 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 bing. So I know it's great stuff happening. Tanya, any letters to young people that we see in the chat that we want to share?
There's a light at the end of the tunnel is the one that I'm seeing.
Mhm.
And we have some hearts. You've got this. Many folks love you near and far. Never hesitate to ask for help. Don't lose faith. Your future self will thank you. They're moving very quickly, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
Good, I love it.
You matter. Where you go is up to you now, and you can only go up from here. I am so proud of the strength you have, even though you shouldn't have to be strong. You got this. You can turn your pain into purpose. Remember that what Tupac said in his poem, "We are the roses that grew from concrete." I love that.
Love, love, love that. Keep those messages coming. And like you said, in the words of Tupac, we are the roses that grew from concrete. Thank you all so much and continue in the chat, sharing that love and sharing that those words of advice and kindness because we need more of that in the world. And speaking of that, thank you for all those beautiful messages. And this is exactly what community looks like in a virtual space. And speaking of community, I cannot take credit for this question. I actually stole this question from our Foster Club app, which is one of many ways we engage young people in foster care and former foster care alum. So this app was designed specifically for young people. So adult supporters, I'm sorry, y'all can't get in. Yeah, y'all don't have a wristband. So it's really important for our young people to have a space that is designed for them where they can connect, grow, and be heard. So that's what the Foster Club app is all about. It's a hub with tools, an advice line, resources. You get to see some of our service opportunities as well. We host our online meetups, and we'll talk about that a little bit later in our app. So it's really important to utilize this as a platform to amplify your voice and connect with your peers. So if you have a moment and you want to answer more cool questions like the one we just had before, please download the Foster Club app. It is available on Apple, Google Play, and you can also access it on your desktop. The QR code is here. And if you have any questions, please let us know. Please download the Foster Club app. Thank you so much. All right, all right. So now that we got the housekeeping in order, we've had some great time, chatted, created community. Let's start off with our first speaker of the night, which is no one other than our executive director, Celeste Bodner. So Celeste has, ooh, are you? Yes, Celeste has been the founder, starter, and visionary of Foster Club since its inception. And we appreciate all her kind words and everything she has put towards Foster Club to make it the national network for young people in foster care. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it off to Celeste Botner, Executive Director of Foster Club.
Hi, everyone. Thanks. Took my computer a minute to hop in here, but so good to see everyone. I'm Celeste Bodner. I'm the Executive Director of Foster Club. I've had the opportunity to meet many of our outstanding young leaders, but today it's my great honor to recognize all of you recipients who have been recognized as Foster Club Outstanding Young Leaders. Each of you has shown extraordinary resilience, leadership, and commitment, not only to building your own future, but importantly, you're also doing things to lift up your peers and shape a better foster care system. And this is the reason that we so deeply believe in the power of young people with lived experience. We know that you are the ones to lead change. So on behalf of all of us at Foster Club, congratulations. We celebrate your accomplishments, we honor your voices, and we can't wait to see the incredible impact you'll continue to make in the years ahead. And just a big thank you for inspiring all of us.
Thank you so much, Celeste, for those kind words. We really appreciate everything that you have done for Foster Club and for all of the amazing young people, Lex leaders in the foster care system. Share. So next on our agenda, we have a special guest, y'all. A celebrity, a real life celebrity, right? So we have a message of encouragement from Ariana Rodriguez. Ariana Rodriguez is a 2024 Outstanding Young Leader, a Lex leader within our network, and Miss Kentucky 2025. Ariana Rodriguez, 20 years old of Bardstown, was crowned Miss Kentucky 2025 in June of 2025 as the at the Southern Kentucky Performing Arts Center in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Winning the title of Miss Kentucky earned her $20,000 scholarship awarded by the Miss Kentucky Scholarship Foundation. Ariana is currently a student majoring in social work and psychology at the University of Kentucky. As Miss Kentucky 2025, Ariana travels the state representing the Kentucky Department of Agriculture as a spokesperson for the Kentucky Proud Initiative. In addition, she makes KDA appearances to promote farm safety on behalf of KDA's mobile science activity centers and Raising Hope, promoting the mental health and physical well-being of Kentucky's farmers and their families. Ariana's service initiative, the Lucky Ones podcast, make sure y'all listen to it on Spotify now, brings hope, dignity, and empowerment to youth in foster care. The Lucky Ones is a deeply personal mission rooted in her own experience as a foster youth and the belief that every young person, regardless of their circumstances, deserves dignity, joy, and opportunity. Inspired by her journey and driven by a commitment to advocacy, Ariana has created a multifaceted program that supports children in foster care and empowers youth through practical education and personal connection. And a big shout out to Ariana, who represented the Commonwealth at the Miss America competition, 2 weeks ago, I want to say, where she placed top 11, the first foster youth to do so. So without further ado, I'd love to pass it off to Ariana Rodriguez, our Miss Kentucky 2025 and Lex leader.
Well, that might have been the best introduction I've ever had. Thank you, Bianca. So, everyone, my name is Ariana Rodriguez, and I'm a proud former foster youth, a college student studying social work and psychology, and someone who is deeply, deeply committed to building a brighter future for young people in foster care and young people who have aged out of foster care. Like many of you, my journey has not been a straight path at all. I grew up in kinship and foster care, and as a teenager, I experienced homelessness at only 16 years old. But those challenges shaped me into the person I am today. They taught me resilience, the importance of community, and the power of turning pain into purpose. Today, I'm working toward my dream of creating a nonprofit community for youth who age out of the foster care system, a place where young people can learn life skills. I didn't learn a lot of life skills when I was in foster care. I feel like a lot of you can probably relate to this. You're so focused on surviving that you don't really think about what to wear to an interview or how to write a resume or how to do your taxes. So I want to create a place where people can come in and learn those essential life skills before transitioning into real life. I want to teach them to find stability and transition into adulthood with support rather than fear. I'm also very grateful to be serving as Miss Kentucky, using my platform to raise awareness about foster care and to remind young people everywhere that their voices matter and that their stories have power. Just today, I went into an elementary school and I was able to tell a group of fifth graders about my experience. And one little boy just started crying. He was so impacted by my story. He is a military kid, and although he didn't grow up in the foster care system, he was able to relate to the aspect of constantly moving and never really get to keep your friends. So I have had a lot of young people who are in foster care come up to me. I had one young girl who said, I didn't realize that people like us could do things like that. So I didn't really want to win Miss Kentucky just to wear the fancy dresses or to wear the crown and sash. I wanted it to have a microphone and to have a platform where I could advocate about the issues that I care about and truly amplify the voices of youth in foster care, because so oftentimes our voices are diminished. So being selected as a 2024 Outstanding Young Leader with Foster Club was a turning point for me. Not only did it affirm that my story had value, it connected me to a network of people who truly understand the foster care experience. Foster Club is built on youth perspectives, and it has given me opportunities to share my own perspective on a national stage, to connect with policymakers, and most importantly, to be surrounded by people who inspired me every single day. I will never forget our foster club group. I was a National Foster Care Month influencer as well, so I got really, really close with the peers who I did that with, and we still talk to this day. So I'm very inspired by them and through this journey. Through my work with Foster Club, I've had the privilege of contributing to National Foster Care Month campaigns, sharing my story to raise awareness, and collaborating with other young leaders to push for meaningful systemic change. Each of those experiences has truly reinforced the truth that we, current and former foster youth, are not just the voices of lived experience, but the architects of our solutions to all of the problems that we face. I can't stay on here long because I have another appearance to go to, unfortunately, but I wanted to say quickly to this year's recipients, congratulations. Being recognized tonight is not just about what you've already accomplished. It's about the potential that you carry to influence systems, communities, and hearts. There are children who are in foster care right now who are looking up to you. You need to be a spokesperson and advocate for yourself so that these children can know that they can do that as well. There will be days when that work feels really heavy and when your own journey makes you question whether you're even equipped to lead. I know even as Miss Kentucky, I do have that imposter syndrome a lot of times. You know, am I cut out for this? Can I do this? The second I was crowned as Miss Kentucky, I asked the director of Miss Kentucky, I said, I don't think I can do this. I don't think that I can do this. I didn't grow up in pageants. I just started doing them in high school. And just know that at the end of the day, your story is your story, and you can use that to create systemic change in your communities. There's no right way to be Miss Kentucky. There's no right way to be an advocate or to advocate for policies that you think should be changed. Go in there and speak your mind, and whatever's meant to happen will happen. I promise you, your story is your strength. Stay the course, stay connected, and take advantage of every single opportunity that Foster Club offers, because these experiences will truly help you grow, not only as an advocate, but as a person. I know I personally grew so much just based on the connections that I made within my group. I am so proud to stand here tonight as part of the Foster Club community, and I cannot wait to see the impact each and every one of you will make. I will definitely be watching this upcoming year because I'm so excited to see what you all will accomplish. Congratulations again, and welcome to a community that will walk alongside you every step of the way, from being an outstanding young leader to being Miss Kentucky. Thank you all so much for having me. I've had the best time, and I look forward to seeing who wins.
Thank you so much, Ariana. Thank you so much for your vulnerability and your courage. I'm getting emotional back here because we're just so proud of you for everything. And thank you for sharing that message that there's no right way to be an advocate. It's a unique experience. And as y'all all can see, you all are killing it in every way you're doing it. So thank you so much, Ariana. And we appreciate you so much for taking your time today. And good luck with your next event. I know you're a busy Betty.
Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great rest of your night.
All right. That got me emotional and excited. Thank you again, Ariana. So now, without further ado, let's have the presentation of awardees. So first up, we have Kita L. Akito from Oregon. Let's go, Kira. Next, we have Lucas Anderwall from Texas. Congratulations, Lucas. Next, we have Julian Aviles from New York. Shout out to New York. I'm gonna make a big thing out of New York. Next, we have Leela Baylord from Alabama. Next, we have Zoe Boyd from California. Next, we have Grace Brower from Florida, the great state of Florida. Next, we have Kai Buchanan from Arizona. And next, we have Brianna Thomas Burton from California as well. Congratulations, OIL. Next on our list, we have Maya Chandler from Colorado. We have Michael Ann Clark from Oklahoma. We have Michaela Dawkins from Maryland. Next, we have Melissa Delaney from Virginia. We have Brittany Deza from New Jersey. Next, we have Charisma Farrington from Massachusetts. And on this final slide, we have Audie Espinoza from Iowa. Congratulations, OIL. On our next slide, we have Jocelyn Fetting from Illinois. We have Julianne Forehand from Michigan. We have Shayla George from Indiana. We have Ace Antonia Goff from Minnesota. We have Avalon Gray from Vermont. We have Helena Hackett from Texas. We have Ebony G. Hermosillo from California. And last on this page, we have Pamela Javier from Washington. Congratulations, OIL. On our next slide, we have Justin Cachetta from Georgia. We have my friend Macy Keene from Florida. We have Faith Keene from Michigan. We have Lexi Lee from Washington. We have Hector Lopez from Texas. We have Arsani Michael Mason from Virginia. And thank you so much for joining all the way from Egypt. We appreciate you. We have Ruth O from Texas. We have Clarissa Pena from California. Congratulations to our OIL. Next on our list, we have Eliana Pena from California. We have Kalia Phelps from Minnesota. We have Courtney Price Dukes from Kansas. We have Nate Prest from Maine. We have Tatiana Quinin from Massachusetts. We also have Mari Ramsey from Tennessee. Alexia Roberts from Michigan. And last, Trevor Rue from New York. Congratulations, OIL. Next, we have Cecilia Saldana from Oregon. We have Shay Shows from Texas. Kirk Spicer from Indiana. Brian Thomas from New York. Shalise Michelle Truxler from Indiana. Emily Villagomez from Texas. And on this last page, we have Lydia Vincent from Texas. Congratulations, OIL. And last, but certainly not least, we have Layla Wills from Wisconsin, Ashanti Wentz from California, Brooke Winstead from Ohio. And last but not least, William Wilkie from Florida. Congratulations to all 50 of our OIL from 26 states. Just a reminder again to please don't forget to give flowers to our OIL. Everybody loves flowers. So if you scan this QR code and Tanya will pop the Padlet chat back in, please give an individual shout out, a group shout out, share love to our OIL because they deserve recognition. All right, y'all, this is specifically for our OIL for 2025. You are now a part of the Lex Network with Foster Club. And for the past 2 decades, Foster Club has empowered young people with lived experience in foster care to lead efforts that improve system for their peers. Foster Club was built for youth, powered by youth, and is changing life in foster care every day. But this is more than just how we do the work. This is a movement. And now, again, you are a part of the 300 plus strong Lex leaders across all different states and jurisdictions. And we want to share with ways where you can step into leadership and service opportunities. Ariana talked about it before. It's so important to be embedded in the foster club culture, to make change, and to use your voice to be an advocate. And this is the best way to do so, through our service opportunities. So here are some open service opportunities that we have currently open. So please apply if they fall into your lap and you feel inclined to do so. And if you have any questions, please reach out to Tanya Townsend at tanya@fosterclub.com. We have an Oregon Youth Advisory Council where we're looking for 20 Lex leaders with lived experience in the Oregon foster care system to join the council. This is a brand new council and we're super excited for this. Deadline is October 3rd, 2025. Next, we have the Immigration CLSA Work Group, where we're looking for 4 Lex leaders with diverse immigration experiences to help with the Child Welfare Casey Life Assessment Work Group. That's due on September 21st. We also have a mental health roundtable spearheaded by System Change, where we're looking for 6 Lex leaders to participate in breakout rooms for the National Policy Council. Deadline is September 22nd. And last but not least, we have a specific online meetup for OIL. It's going to be a roundtable where we're looking for 4 2025 OIL, that's y'all, to join a roundtable discussion on your advocacy journey. And that is due September 30th. You all should have received emails now that you're a part of the Lex Network about these service opportunities. But if you have any questions, again, please feel free to reach out to Tanya and we'll make sure we got you on the list, okay? All right. Before we wrap up, we'd love to hear from you. Please, in the chat, drop one word that captures how you're feeling after this ceremony. And please, 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 again, don't forget to check out the OIL Flowers Padlet board, add your comments because we're going to share this with our OIL in a follow-up email for the ones who couldn't attend today and the ones who could, just so they can always look back at this special moment. And if you have some time, please stay connected on social media with us through Foster Club. We have an Instagram, a LinkedIn, Meta, Facebook, LinkedIn, and again, download the Foster Club app for all our young people. It's so important that you do. So once again, congratulations to our 2025 OIL. You are now part of the Foster Club community. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, this recording will be posted on our website so you guys can revisit and share it. And on behalf of Foster Club, congratulations again to all our 2025 Outstanding Young Leaders. We are so proud of you and on forward to do the work, and we hope you stay connected. Ashe, and have a good evening.